What's up, y'all? This week, it's another fun weekend here on the Go at CeeLo, and we're right here in Talladega, Alabama, y'all. At Dega, baby, at the Talladega Superspeedway. And it's going to be a fun filled, action packed weekend. And we can't wait to share it with you guys here on the Go at CeeLo. Now, this week, all three series are in action. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have three races for you: the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Cup Series, all coming to you here on our channel. Now, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is back for another race in their round of 8, as they were off last weekend, but they're back here at Talladega to run the Love's RV Stop 225. That's 85 laps, 225 miles. Now there are 36 drivers and teams for 36 spots, so everybody will be making the race. Now some of the notables here at Talladega for this race is Brett Holmes is back in that number 1 truck, and Chris Wright is back in the 16. And Frankie Munoz back after being out half the season. He's back from injury. He's back in that 33, and Parker Klingerman is in the 75 truck. Now, Grant Enfinger will look to secure his place in the championship for again with another win here at Talladega, as he won here last fall. Now, Corey Heim, the points leader, the dominant leader all season here on the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, looks to go back to back with his win at the Roval. What a comeback win that was for him, battling back after a lap 1 wreck. But he's already in the championship 4. He's just wanting another win. We will also look into the point standings with this championship 4 and the round of 8, and coming to an end here next week at Martinsville. But we'll see how this goes. Should be a very interesting race with the trucks here on Friday afternoon. Now, Saturday afternoon, the NASCAR Xfinity Series will run the United Rentals 250. That's 94 laps, 250 miles. That's 38 drivers. Teams will be on the entry list for the United Rentals 250 here at Talladega. No cars will miss the race. Now, some of the notables here in this race: Butterbean Queen has been asked to come back and run that 11 Colleague Chevrolet. Some news on Colleague as well. We'll get to that later on in the thing. Eric Almirola, he is now back in that 19 for the rest of the season, as the 19 is now higher in the owner's points, trying to make an owner's championship with the 19. He is not in the playoffs, but he is in the owner's championship. And then Connor Mozak will run the 99, as Matty D has been ousted from the Viking Motorsports. So Viking Motorsports has got Connor Mozak now in that number 99. Now, this weekend also marks the 38th running of a NASCAR Xfinity Series race here at Talladega. And Connor Zilich enters Talladega 74 points above 4th place after a runner-up finish at Las Vegas last week. Now, Austin Hill is the only driver in the series history to win all 3 drafting tracks: Atlanta, Daytona, and Talladega. Now, Sheldon Creed and Jeb Burton each finished in the top 10 in the last 4 Talladega races, so look for them to do something. One away from tying the Talladega record. So we'll see what they can do this weekend. Now, Austin Hill and Jesse Love combined to lead 340 laps on drafting tracks this season. RCR has been dominant. But 49 other drivers combined to lead 329 laps, but they have been dominated anyways. Now, Justin Allgaier earned his 300th career top 10 at Las Vegas last week, and the first driver in series history to reach 300 top 10s. Sammy Smith, the winner last year, looking to get into Championship 4 as well. Well, here in advance to the Championship 4. So this is a toss-up here. Should be an interesting race to see how this takes place on Saturday afternoon. Now on Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series will run the Yellawood 500. That's 188 laps, 500 miles. 40 teams and drivers for 40 spots are listed. part-time cars in the field are Austin Hill in the 33, Fast Pasta is in the 62, Casey Mears is in the 66, and BJ McLeod in his own car in that 78. Now, this weekend marks the 113th running of a NASCAR Cup Series race here at Talladega Superspeedway, 34th race of 2025 for the NASCAR Cup Series. The Front Row Motorsports has won the pole for the last 3 here at Talladega. So we'll see if Front Row Motorsports, Todd Gillen, Zane Smith, see how they do. Only 2 of the last 9 races at Talladega has won by a current playoff driver, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and then Brad Keselowski leads all active drivers with 6 Talladega wins. He finished runner-up 3 times since the last win in April of 2021. Now, Joey Logano leads all drivers with 228 laps led on drafting tracks in 2025, but has the best finish of 12, so he hasn't really shown much for it. Kyle Larson is making his 400th Cup start this weekend at Talladega. And Hendrick Motorsports and Team Penske have combined to win 13 races at drafting tracks in the next gen era. So more than either team combined as well. Now, Ricky Stenhouse looks to get another win as he won here last fall. It was a great, crazy race as well to watch. But we'll see how this unfolds. And we'll also look at all the point standings and some NASCAR news as well as we get into some drivers and some silly season beginning. All right, so you guys know all about the point standings, or the races, and you know all about what's going on. So now you need to know what the paint schemes look like. So here are the paint schemes for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Cup Series. When I come back, we'll go over some of my favorite paint schemes of the week. We'll go over the point standings for each series, see what the point standings look like in the playoffs, and we'll give you our early betting odds, as we always do that too as well. And we will give you my picks to win this week. So here are the paint schemes, and let's go. I hope you enjoyed those paint schemes like we do every week here on our channel. Every Friday, we release a paint scheme and race weekend preview to get you ready for the weekends with us. So make sure you have your notification bells on so when you know we drop that vlog on Fridays, so you can get all that information you need before these races start. All right, so here are my favorite paint schemes for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. And we're going to start with Brent Cruz and that number one Tricon.com Toyota. I like that. It just says Tricon on it. Looks pretty cool. And then Tony Brittinger and that Coach Toyota. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a purse sponsor on a truck. Coach. And JJ Yaley is going to drive that number 7 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet. So that's that with Spire Motorsports. And then Lane Riggs and that 34 Loves RV Shop Ford. Race sponsor. He's in that yellow truck. Yep, you know where I'm going. All right, here's my favorite NASCAR Xfinity Series drivers. Paint schemes. Jeremy Comet's always good with the paint schemes, and he's going with that 51 All South Electrical Chevrolet with that breast cancer awareness pink in there. Like that paint scheme. And then Josh Williams bringing back the flag on the car as he did in that 11 colleague Chevrolet all the time, but he's now in that 45 Chevrolet Alloy Employer Services Chevrolet. And then Justin Allgaier. It's October, and he's in that number 7 Brandt Chevrolet Junior Motorsports and the Pumpkins all over there. I like that too. Little October flavor there. And then Sheldon Creed and that 00 Road Ranger Ford USA, baby. Here is the NASCAR Cup Series favorite paint schemes. And Cole Custer with a new sponsor, the 41 Ford, the Cisco Racetrack Ford, new sponsor for those guys. And then Josh Berry and that 21 Eero Ford, like that one, like that blue. And then AJ Allmendinger in that Black's Tire Chevrolet, like that color there. And then Denny Hamlin, never been my favorite sponsor here, but National Debt Relief Toyota, man, coming off of last week's win, 60 wins in the championship four. It's good to be a Denny Hamlin fan right now. And then Justin Haley in that 7 Gainbridge Assist Chevrolet. Now, Spire Motorsports made an announcement this week that Justin Haley will not return to the ride in 2026. This opens a lot of silly season rumors. First one is, could it be Daniel Suarez in this car? We'll see what happens, but we'll keep you up to date in the silly season coming forward pretty soon. And then here is my last one I like, Ross Chastain. If you can see it in that Cam Bush Light Hunting Chevrolet camouflage on that car. Can you see it? Does anybody see it on the screen? Because I can't see it. All right, so which one was your favorite? Make sure you comment in the comments below. So thank you guys so much for these paint schemes. So make sure you, like you said, put them in the comments below. All right, here is the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series playoff standings going into the second race of the round of 8. And let's take a look to see who is in the lead. Corey Heim already in that championship 4. Moved on for the Roval win. Tyler Ankrum is at +2. Daniel Hemrick +2. And Raj Karuth +1. Then you got Lane Riggs at -1. Ty Majeski at -2. Grant Enfinger at -4. And Caden Honeycutt at -4. So all 4 drivers will be eliminated at Martinsville on October 24th. So we'll look to see who gets into the championship 4 and runs for a championship. All right, here is the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoff standings here going into their second round, second race of the round of 8. So let's take a look at the standings. Connor Zilich at +82, one of the biggest leads ever in NASCAR Xfinity Series history going into the playoffs here in round of 8. +44 for Justin Allgaier. And then Jesse Love at +20 and Sam Mayer at +8. And then below the cut line, these 4 drivers will be eliminated After Martinsville, Brandon Jones at -8, Sheldon Creed at -21, Carson Quaffle at -22, and then Sammy Smith at -24. So pretty large lead for some of these drivers in this playoff standing, especially Allgaier's at +44. I don't see him. I think he'll probably get in. But Jesse loves Sam Mayer. We'll see how it goes. But anything can happen here at Talladega. And looking forward to seeing what the standings look like next week. Here is the NASCAR Cup Series playoff standings coming into their second race of the round of 8. 4 drivers will be eliminated after Martinsville on October 26th. So let's take a look at their standings. Denny Hamlin with the win last week at Vegas. He is in. And then you got Kyle Larson there at +35. Christopher Bell at +20. Chase Briscoe at +15. And there's Willie B at -15 with that bad crash last week. Chase Elliott -23. Logano at -24. And then that horrible race last week for Ryan Blaney. He finds himself in a deep hole at -31. Now, Ryan Blaney has known to win Talladega, and he's also known to win Martinsville. So this is nothing new for Ryan Blaney. So we'll see what happens to him down the stretch here. But like I said, 4 drivers will be eliminated in Martinsville on October 26th. We'll update these standings next week on our next video. Now it's time for my picks. My picks every week. We give you who I think is going to win. We also started off, though, with the betting odds, the early betting odds, and let's take a look at some of those. Corey Heim +700 to win. You got Grant Enfinger at +750. He won last year. Corey LaJoy at +850. Wow. Ty Majeski at +1,000. Lane Riggs at +1,000. Daniel Hemrick at +1,000. And Caden Honeycutt down there at +1,400. Raj Caruth at +1,500. All right, so I'm going to give you my pick, and I think race sponsor with the Loves RV Stop 225 here this afternoon. I'm going Lane Riggs. He's got the race sponsor on there. He's always runs well in that truck. So I'm taking Lane Riggs for the win. And my dark horse, I'm going to go with Tyler Ankrum. Tyler Ankrum with +1,200 for my dark horse, Tyler Ankrum. So Lane Riggs with the win and Tyler Ankrum with the dark horse. NASCAR Xfinity Series, the United Rentals 250. Here is the early betting odds for them as well. +350 for Austin Hill and Jesse Love. RCR dominating on these tracks. So, of course, those two are going to be at the top. Connor Zilic at +650. And then here is your dark horses. Allgaier at +1,000. Sammy Smith at +1,200. Sam Mayer at +1,600. Oh, Eric Almirola at +1,500 as well. Nick Sanchez at +1,800. Ryan Sieg at +2,000. Carson Quaffle down there at +2,000 as well. So there is some of your early betting odds. And I'm going to go Jesse Love for the win. Jesse Love. I'm going to take Jesse Love for the win. And my dark horse, I'm going to go Ryan Sieg at +2,000. +2,000 for Ryan Sieg. Yes, sir. Give me some Ryan Sieg for the win. We'll see how he does. But there's my pick and my dark horse for the United Rentals 250 at Talladega. Okay, here is the NASCAR Cup Series early betting odds for the Yellawood 500 from Talladega on Sunday. And Ryan Blaney at +900. These odds are not very good. I guess they figured anybody can win this thing. Willie B at +1,000. Joey Logano at +1,000. Cindric +1,000. Denny Hamlin at +1,800. Man, you guys can get early on these betting odds before qualifying. +2,000 for Tyler Reddick. Kyle Busch at +2,000. Last fall winner Ricky Stenhouse at +2,000. Well, Kyle Larson at +1,200. Man, you guys need to get in on this as the odds are way high right now. We'll see what they change throughout the weekend, but right now they're looking pretty good. So, all right, so here is my picks for the win. And I am going Willie B. He had a bad with that horrible accident with Ty Dillon. So I'm going to go Willie B for the win. And my dark horse, give me Tyler Reddick at plus 2,000. So Willie B for the win and Tyler Reddick for the dark horse pick at plus 2,000. So Willie B at plus 1,000, Tyler Reddick at plus 2,000. But these odds are really good in favor of the bettings here. Take sure you get advantage of these now. All right. All right, so now you guys all know about the races, you know about the paint schemes, you know about the early betting odds, you know about my picks, and now you got to know is when we're streaming. We're starting today with the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series for their race, the Love's RV Stop 225. And then Saturday, we'll be bringing you qualifying for both NASCAR Xfinity Series and the NASCAR Cup Series. And also, we'll be bringing you the NASCAR Xfinity Series race as well. And then we'll bring you the NASCAR Cup Series race on Sunday from Talladega. So looking forward to it. I wish I was there this weekend, but things happen. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know who you think's going to win also in the comments below. Tell me your favorite paint schemes, who you think's going to win, who on anything. Let me see in the comments below. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. And we're looking forward to many more. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys in the streams this weekend. We're looking forward to see you today. So we'll see you in the streams. It's Talladega, baby. It's Dega, baby. Y'all be safe out there on that boulevard. Let's go.